What is up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? Day traders, class swing traders. Hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic. We got Bill in the house. Good morning to you. We got Brian, Cheryl, Cindy. Good morning to Donna, Greg, Jay. We got Jeff. Good morning, Kevin, Lauren, Shane, Stevie G. Not the other Steve G's. That's the name. I'm glad because I would have got confused. I don't know which Stevie G. Good morning to Tim. We got Tina in the house. All my people out YouTube land. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button as well. Cindy says, "Good morning, RLT fam. Excited to start the week. Let's go. Let's go." All right, we got some positivity out of the gate at least. Markets waking up, feeling pretty good. I know crypto got a little bit bounced as well. Uh SPY, pretty good location. Still inside day for Friday, but we are at the higher end range. This fact that we got through all of this little what could have been resistance. It was resistance Thursday, resistance Friday. Nice little open. Probably expect. I would expect at least a little bit of pullback, just being still inside day. So first little spot that I think we could get some kind of bounce off of is 545.88. Otherwise, maybe a retest into Friday's uh support or VPOC at least 544.18. That would be a really nice spot. That would line up perfectly with back here June 24th support resistance. So not bad, not a bad open. Targets to the higher side. The first one I think we got to watch, and we got close to it twice. Didn't quite hit it, but we did get close 547.91, and then probably looking for about 549.79. Not horrific, not horrible. That could be a decent close. That also takes us right into that 20 on the daily too. Let's see how the weekly candle closed. We did have a little bit of some buying pressure. Looks like it kind of came in through the end of the week, but you do have a nice little pullback spot. Again, inside week, so nothing crazy in terms of gaps. And then this open, at least, again, we still have a few more days. I think the last day of the month, Wednesday or Thursday. We got 3 or 4 days left, but we'll see. Right now, though, at open, this would flip this to actually a green month still. So we'll see if we can get some positivity in the last couple days. End us with a green candle, or we have a first down July in quite a few years. Otherwise, and big week this week as for in terms of earnings. We have a lot of companies reporting. We're going through some of that on Friday, but Q's also nice little gap. We are going to have to deal with one little resistance somewhere around 467.14. If we can get above that, there's nothing really holding us back. We should have a decent push to 473.87, so that could be a nice move. Only thing I really see besides obviously that first little VPOC we got to get through is the 50. So we got the 50 EMA. This is also a nice little bounce off that 100 too. So if you're looking to buy the Qs and you're buying it off the 100, congrats. This is a pretty strong spot. We got a nice kind of, well, we hit 3 times over there, the 100 before this last little rampage up. Let's see. I don't think we made it. We made one move to that 200. I mean, the last time we got to the 200 on the Qs was back in October 2023. Otherwise, we also held the 100 on the Qs over here, September 2023. I don't think we touched it again in a long time. So the 100 has been a pretty good bounce spot for the Qs, and we did just touch it. So we'll see. We'll see. We also that VPOC that we could face a little resistance at today, 467.38. We've already tried to hit that once, so we might be able to break through that, especially if we continue to get some good earnings this week. So we'll see. Bill says coin. Yep, I see Google first. So let's go to that one. Decent gap and go. Nice little high wave Doge. We are gapping above the 100. Resistance could come in somewhere around 169.93. It's a gap and go. I would be a little concerned with that 169.93 for today at least. When's they already had earnings. They have news. It's a cruel summer for a big tech stock. I think that's a Taylor Swift song. Cruel Summer. Pretty sure. I do like the fact we gapped above that 100. We have not retested this 169.93 yet, though. I think that's going to be a good resistance. I'd want to see this thing kind of pull back. So I think if you're going to try to buy this one, you're looking for some kind of a bounce at that 100 again. See if that one wants to hold. Otherwise, you had some increasing volume, so you do have a bunch of shorts. Even on Friday, decent volume. I don't know if that's more of the buying of this one. Let's see where that volume really came in on Friday. Uh, Friday really didn't do too much. Most of that volume actually came from the sell side of things out of the gate. So you might have a few shorts trapped. Not bad. All right, we'll keep that one pretty high on the list. Again, it's just the targets, but if we can get through that first resistance, the next spot I have is 172.61, and it's a decent trade. All right, Bitcoin, BTC, USD. Joe says SoFi, Palantir, Dell, AMD. Got you. Got to definitely add those to the list. Yeah, Bitcoin, BTC, USD. Nice breakout. So we were looking at this level on Friday, I believe. So when was Friday back here? We were opening kind of above that last resistance where we got held back at. We actually came in with a nice support, so we should be looking for support around 67 421. We hit that and bounced off. So Bitcoin looks like it's going to continue to run. Probably next target we even getting above some of those levels. Next target I got for Bitcoin is 71 145, so a little bit more higher. I think we could get some continuation today in Bitcoin. Coinbase, nice little gap up. It is a gap and go. We're facing that first resistance, 253.85. They should have earnings soon, right? Yep. So earnings is Thursday. Thursday night. Thursday after the bell. I'd see if we can get a little pullback on Coinbase. If you're gonna try to get better risk reward. I don't know how far this thing's gonna pull back though. Um, Maybe look for this 250. You also have a nice psychological hold number too. So somewhere around 250. But if you start breaking through 254.07, you're still going to be faced with a little more resistance, but that takes us to about 258. So that gives us $5 to the higher side, 550, 555. So not bad if you think we can get through that. But if you could buy it on the dip, I like it. So we'll see if that one wants to dip a little bit more. Otherwise, yeah, we had the Bitcoin conference. I know Trump was speaking at the Bitcoin conference, going pro pro crypto, pro Bitcoin. He said he's going to get rid of the government one. I think I don't know how much he can actually do, because I think a lot of it would probably fall into the SEC. But he was also looking for he had a couple interesting points. So one, he was trying to get rid of the government digital coin that they're trying to push, which obviously that would hurt the I think the general crypto space if every government just starts their own digital type currency. But then I think he said he was going to get a board to oversee the crypto space besides like SEC. So I think that'd be interesting. That'd be definitely out of the crypto conference. There was a lot, which I would expect, a lot of pro crypto talk. So uh, that I think gave Bitcoin its little push, but coin up pretty nicely. Mara, I'm sure as well. If I had to choose Coinbase or Mara today, I would probably look at Mara over Coinbase. I think we got a lot more room, at least into the first resistance, 23.79. So I think we could make a little bit more happen with Mara over Coin. Coin might have already had its move pre-market. Same thing though. I would like to see a little bit of a tiny pullback, maybe a high wave on Mar. Not bad. March is definitely an 80s child. Let's see, Lily, and then we'll get to some other ones. We got Eli Lilly. It's an okay gap, okay location. I would say still it is gap and go, still inside day. It's gonna take a little edge out. We're at tiny little support resistance right where we're opening, but then I got resistance kind of all the way up. Good volume we got to break through as well, and we got to get above that 100. So maybe still a little bit more pressure in Lily. I don't know if we have too much edge to kind of play. I don't know if we're really trapping any bears quite yet. So some obviously some bears based on the close and the fact that we were getting a little gap up. If you're gonna try to we will get some good risk to reward. Trying to buy this thing off of like 806.54. If it comes down, try to get that retest. Your stop is gonna be right below yesterday's low. And then you're gonna want to see that bounce at VPOC and then try to hopefully get that push through that 100 on the daily. SoFi. Uh, I do have positions on SoFi, so full disclosure. It is a gap and go again, still inside Friday's candle. I like that bounce spot a lot, so I would be looking for support somewhere around 737. If you want to try this thing to the bull side, again, probably having your stop underneath Friday's low. So if you're going to throw a stop in somewhere right around here, 720, I'd even go probably a couple pennies lower, maybe 728. You're looking at this resistance 750, and I think that's been a big one. So I think that's going to give you a little trouble. Otherwise, to the higher side, you're looking at 783, maybe a little less, 780 kind of next resistance. But that is a good balance. You could probably trade that as a swing trade. I don't think I'd mind. This is a higher low. We did just have a breakout. This is probably a pretty fair pullback spot if you're bullish. Again, earnings coming out on this one. So if you are going to swing trade it, just be aware of that. I think that's tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, we'll see some SoFi earnings. Yeah, be cautious of that. Tomorrow morning, SoFi earnings, and they usually do have a big move in either direction. If you want to try to play this one tomorrow, a lot of times, whichever way we get a gap tomorrow morning, it ends up fading typically. So we'll see what those numbers are. We'll see how it plays out. But um, watch that 750 zone. I think if we start breaking out of there, you're probably get a little good bullish pop into earnings tomorrow. Palantir PLTR. Um, it is a retest gap. Let me just do a quick fib on this one. I think we're kind of close to that 50% retracements. I don't know where I want to start my fib. I'm gonna go all the way up here though. We'll try this one. 50% retracement of this last kind of pullback. I think you're gonna be watching 2764 as resistance. If we could break that, the 618 is up to this 2815. But yeah, if you're gonna try to this one bullish, I would definitely see if I could get in a little bit lower, somewhere around 2711. Would be a decent spot. Otherwise, kind of just hanging out, just chilling for right now. AMD, I did look at pre-market or before I hopped on. We'll see where this one opens, but I was liking the this little pre-market open. So we had key resistance somewhere around 141.33. We'll see how Nvidia wants to behave today. But we're gapping. We already hit that once. That was the resistance. We're gapping above it. We do have good range on this one. If we could break out of Friday's candle. Again, another one with earnings coming, I think this week. Yep, Tuesday, tomorrow night. But it's not at the highs. I do have some calls. We'll see if it hard today. I'll probably close at least most of those calls into earnings. Either today or tomorrow. When did I say it's tomorrow night, right? Yep, tomorrow night. So I could hold them all day today, really all day tomorrow. But if we get a pop and we're starting to close into that 200, somewhere around this 152 zone, I'll probably just exit those calls. But I'm more than willing to hold those through earnings. So that's kind of my plan on it. I think even like I could get some kind of premium boost, something like that, just heading into earnings tomorrow, probably in the latter part of the day. So I don't think it's a bad location. Obviously, they could come out and just get killed with declining revenue or bad forecast or guidance or something like that, but who knows? Otherwise, it's not the worst spot to be looking to go long on AMD. For day trade, again, I think you have some decent room. I don't know if we get there today or not, but that's about a $5 push on AMD if that little support resistance holds by the time this bell rings. So we'll see what happens on that one. We got Amazon, AMZN. It's another one I kind of like. We did end a day green on Friday. You had some volume on this red day, so I think we're taking out some bears. We kind of put in a good support, so I think if this one pulls back, look for 182.35 as a potential buy spot. And then we do have a little resistance we're opening into, but if we're trapping some shorts, I think we get through that one. This one might be a decent pop at open. Take us to 187 and change, 187.32. I'm gonna get that one pretty high on the list too. I'm gonna watch that one. JMIA, Jumia. I haven't seen Jumia in forever. I haven't seen them in quite some time. They've had a good push though. I shouldn't have taken my eyes off them. I believe this is the next Amazon. This is like African Amazon or something, I believe. But Jumia, probably if you're going to get in, see if you can get in for a little bit of a pullback, 1326. You do have a decent resistance somewhere around 1366 right above you. So you're about 50-50 split on that one at open. So see if you can get, I think, a little pullback first. But we'll see. Tesla. Jack, I think I'm saying that right. Jack, greetings from Poland. What is happening? Oh, welcome. Appreciate you joining us. We got Tesla. I don't know. We said, watch that candle from Thursday. That's a sneaky candle. If we start closing below it, I will get some puts. I will get some protection. I will play it to the downside. But at the same note, if that does not happen, and we end up breaking and looking for a gap fill, it's got some room in it. Do I really have edge today? Probably not. We are gapping outside of Friday, but all of this is still kind of happening in that Wednesday candle. And I'd be looking for some kind of resistance somewhere around 223.70. However, if that does break, next target probably for today at least 228.82. Mm, I don't know. I think probably at 220. I kind of want to be like extra bullish. I can see it as a good swing trade too, especially if we break out of this candle. I don't think we have to even wait for that. But watch that maybe 224.04 zone, somewhere around there. 223.86. Watch 224. If we start breaking out of that, we could have a decent push on Tesla today. And then again, as a swing trade, and we even did break down that Friday candle. It was getting a little scary. Turn into a decent little bear trap for anybody that just had the orders out there that are just trapped on this trade. So I would be leaning to the bull side today. Maybe we could get a little pullback first. So it just depends on how we want to play it, how we want to try to get in. Maybe we could find even some like pre-market breakout spot. But that could be a decent little at least push back into this gap fill. Worst case as a swing. Not bad. Not bad, Tessie. Twilio. TWLO. Mm, looks like an inverted head and shoulders on a daily. I would even make the case that this was the inverted head and shoulders. This was your breakout. This was your retest. Swing trade perspective, not bad. I think you have targets to about 62.84. And then if we start breaking that, we got a decent amount higher, probably back into this $72 range. So not bad. We will have to get through that 200 first and then that higher volume zone. After that, though, today is a retest. I think you can probably get it a little bit lower. 58.75 is a spot I would be interested in. And then I think targets today, even this target, we still got to get through the daily 100, which we might get caught up at. So again, we've been shopping for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days, kind of in this range. I like the fact that we're getting an open above this kind of scary looking. This was a gap and go to the bear side. If we start taking that out again, that could be trapping some bears. So we might have some people trapped. We'll get this one a little bit higher too. But I don't know if we have a crazy breakout day today. Maybe just that 100 we got to deal with. Not bad. We got Dell, DELL. If I could type, then we get it. Kind of reminds me a little bit like AMD chart. Also, good location where we're opening. Maybe we're opening into a little resistance. We'll see where this thing actually prints at open. I think right now we're slightly above it. Targets on this one for today, if we do remain bullish, that's probably about 117.68. We're very close to that 200 on the daily. Didn't quite touch it or get down there, but we might have about a $3 push. I like the range on it. All right, we'll get Dell a little bit higher too. A lot of these names are kind of in like they have a lot of room to the bull side if they get that one last push, but this is a gap and go from Friday, but you're still in this Thursday candle. So we'll see. We never really got up to this 117 to retrace, to retest. So I think that's probably where that resistance comes in. And again, if you're trying to hold it a little bit longer, trying to hold it as a swing trade, I think you could probably make a case that we get back to this 122.86, 123 zone. So not horrific there. That's almost just a retest into the daily 100. We will see. And first of all, thank you for doing this. Yeah, you got we got XAU USD. Take a look at that one. XAU USD. Oh, definitely off the highs. This is not a bad pullback spot that we just had. I think gold goes a little bit higher from here. I don't think we've seen the all-time top on gold. But let me just check out this fib retracement real quick. There's your bounce at the 618. So we had that. This is also, if we combine these two candles, even if we combine all three, you do have a little bit of a 3-bar reversal. Obviously, this candle's live right now. But right now you do, even if you're just using those two, that would be a little hammer. That is bullish. Nice pop off that 618. We are above the 50, so watch, see if this thing wants to pull back to 23.89. If you could get there, I think that's shaping up decent, but this would be a higher low. We obviously just had a new higher high, so I do think I would still remain bullish on gold, and it's not a bad spot to kind of piece into it. So not bad at all. Did we cover all the tickers? I had to have missed something? There's no way. Wow, we covered all of them. Okay. Let me check out NVIDIA. Let me know if you guys see anything else interesting. Nvidia. Again, that I kind of like that bull perspective. Tesla's starting to get a little pop now on but I like the bull perspective on AMD. Nvidia's still got some trouble ahead of it, so I don't think we're quite out of the woods yet, maybe on that AMD, if it's going to be any type of sympathy. But I do have resistance on Nvidia at 113.84, another resistance 114.58. I think we almost need a gap. Or if we close, I think above this Thursday candle. So somewhere, if we could get any type of close above 116.85, it might be ready to go. But Nvidia looks like a little bit of a struggle bus. QCOM, just hanging out. Nothing too crazy. I did see Baba was gapping today. I don't know if that's still holding. Yep, nice little gap on Baba. Retest gap though, and it is into slight little resistance too. Watch if we could break the 78.46, then I think we got some decent room, more follow through. No real volume came in the last few days, and no, I don't think a lot of shorts are getting trapped, but decent open at least. If you're looking to play a fade, this one might be fadeable. Maybe comes back down to 76.98. But watch that little resistance that we're kind of opening into. Tesla, for whatever reason, getting a little pop. We've got like 30 seconds into that morning bell, maybe less. So we'll look to disconnect from YouTube. Appreciate you guys joining us each and every day. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Be safe out there. Keep in mind, lots of earnings this week. This market, I think we'll have some really, really good trading opportunities coming in this week. So we'll see.